There's a nice little bit of gold for you. How are you now?
Howdy.
That was Travis. I'm Kevin, and this is HandHprospecting. Hey friends, thanks for tuning back in. If you haven't subscribed yet, we hope you like what you see today. You stay tuned to the end of the video. You know what to do. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, yada yada yada. What are we doing today? We're actually at home. We built a little cleanup sluice because we actually want to show you guys, and get the gold cleaned out at the end of all of these videos. So we've kind of put this little makeshift clean out sluice together of everything that we've had, basically stuff we just had laying around the homestead. I think we spent $10 at the home improvement store getting silicone and a couple nuts and bolts. About got it dialed in, still kind of figuring it out. I'm going to put a little clip here of us building it. When I'm done talking, what the thing is going to be now. So pitter patter, let's get at it. So again, this is a brand new system. We're just figuring it out ourselves, but let's kind of talk about what we did, what the idea was, and what is going on here. The sluice box itself is actually a guardrail, what you find in your parking lots. The matting is just some V matting or your sand matting that's been left over from other sluices that we've built. Just got that sitting in a bucket. Now you can see we're still getting a piece of gold or two down here with about a foot left of that sluice. So we'll rerun the cons just to be safe, see what we're missing. That overflows into a tote. Starlord's on guard, watching everything, make sure everything's going as it should be. We'll go to a pump. I don't know what size the pump is, guys. It's a big old pump.
3/4 horse.
It's 3/4 horse. Travis knows what it is. That goes to a hose. You can see there's actually a valve here. And that's because it's usually hooked up to the blue bowl. We just didn't remove it. And the valve here, which is going to control our water flow. The water actually shoots up. Silicone is still working itself in, doing its trick. We also created a baffle also out of guardrail. Cut that out. It's kind of folded over. So that's just a 1/2 inch hole that's in the bottom of this. Whoop, spraying up. This is actually adjustable if you want it to be. You can bring it up and down. And go ahead and put a scoop in there, Trav. We have our material classified down to -20. Seems to be running through it just great. You can see a lot of the gold is just staying right here at the top. See how quick the blondes went down. The black sand's kind of stuck a little bit. You can see the gold starting to dance, but it's staying stuck. You are getting a couple pieces down here. That's still 2 foot of sluice left. I see one piece with about a foot of sluice left. And Travis, now I am seeing one down here with about 6 inches of sluice left. So we'll definitely rerun these cons, but this is definitely way faster than trying to pan it out, worrying about losing any of your smalls in the black sands. way faster than the bluebowl too, and we don't have to classify it down quite as far. What we're running today is actually just where we've got out test panning the last month and a half or so, of just the cons that we've collected from that. So I have no idea what we're going to really see in here. Again, just test pans from different spots along the river. So yeah, about half a pan's worth of material of cons. So leave your guesses below. This will probably be somewhere in, I don't know, quarter of a gram. I'm gonna say quarter of a gram right now. What do you think, Trev?
I'm gonna say 3/4 of a gram.
Ooh, big numbers. What do you guys think? We're actually, that's the point of building this system, because I know usually we don't show you guys the gold at the end because it takes so long to clean it out. We've got real lives too, believe it or not, for now, until we get big. And then we'll do this full time. So, yeah, let's get this cleaned out. We'll actually show you guys what we found from our previous, and now from the future, you'll be able to see the gold at the end of the video. We tried to put legs on it, but obviously the legs weren't tall and long enough. You got to have an inch of fall per foot, and that is a pretty long sluice box. It's a pretty sluice box, and it's long. I think I talked about enough about it now. All right, pitter pat. Good job, Travis. Like it's backing up a little. So that didn't really take long at all to that first minute. I mean, that was a half a pan of material. And that took maybe 5 minutes to run. Alright, so we're gonna let it sit and run a little bit longer because there's still some black sand stuck in here. Just kind of let it do its thing. Oh, there's some nice bigger pieces in here. One piece down, so we'll definitely rerun the cons and see if there's anything in that. Again, we did classify down to -20. So we do have +20 sitting here. We still got to pan that down. Let's see if I can find that piece I saw sitting in here. We got to pan that down and find that too. I like it. That was quick and easy. I hope this camera is picking up all that color. There's a couple pieces. Good job. Boop! So now that we're done running, we just put a pan down there at the end of the sluice run. So we could either A, disconnect the hose where we have it hooked up, turn the pump back on, and rinse this off. But since we happen to just have a hose right here, handy dandy, easy squeezy. Just rinse all that gold down. Well, that's not going to be quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. There she goes. So smooth as fast. Get that all rinsed out. Come back to it. Definitely ain't no hurry up job. Canadian geeses! Oh, there it is. Majestic AF. So once you've got your sluice, cleanup sluice here, your stripper if you will, all cleaned out, you see there'll still be those magnetic black sands. It's the actual granule pieces. So you have a couple different options here. From here you can either dry this out and remove the black sands with a magnet, which I believe that's the method that we're going to go with today. Or you can actually just keep rerunning this and just strip that black sand until it's completely gone. 2 or 3 times, I'm sure it would be. If we had more time to actually spend a whole day cleaning cons, we'd re-clean this, and we'd also re-clean the cons that went down in the bucket to see what we're missing. But again, this is just a test for future. See what we came up with and start dialing in. You can still see there's a couple little pieces left.
Gold stuck in it.
Still some gold stuck in it. We'll get it figured out as we go. That's why they call it prospecting. Tips, trips, suggestions, ideas? Leave them in the comments below. Right down there. If anything, yes, there are still some black sands in here. There's still a little bit of blondes. But this was 3/4 of a pan full of material down to 2 tablespoons in 10 minutes. And that's with me talking and figuring this out as we went. So, time saver, risk saver, absolutely. Just teasing ourselves. I'm still going to say 1/4 of a gram. Oh, that's a lot of color in there. Still think 3/4?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice to see. Chirp, chirp. It's the first robin of the spring. Ooh. Hello, my shiny. Hello, my darling. That's good. Dad needs a new pair of boots. This is going to be minus 1/4 inch plus 20 from the same material. Yeah, that's a nice flake. Now you can pan this down and be a little bit more aggressive because you've already classified it down. So you know you're not going to have any micro gold in here. This is going to be all near picker stuff, all plus 20. Those are some nice big flakes showing up there. There. 4, 5, that one there. Those 2, 3, 4. Got a couple mercury covered guys. Another 6, 7. Let's see, I got something in my pocket. Let's see. What do we got?
3, those are real round.
We got a penny. Those are pretty chunky. Boop. We've got all the black sands and the gold spread out on paper. Chaz likes to go about it that way. That way the black sands don't pick up the gold. The magnet doesn't pick up the gold in the black sands. So we decided the drying it out method and using a magnet was not working because it was just picking up some of the fine gold. So we got the system set back up again, running, a little bit of jet dry in there, and we're just basically going to re-strip that material down and down and down until there's no black sands left. Oh wow, look at all that gold. Looks like the silicone's holding up a little bit better now. Alright, let's let that run a few minutes. Clean it out, see how much black sands we're left with, and maybe do it again. So after that run, we went from being nearly 2 tablespoons of material down to maybe a teaspoon of material. Travis went off to go find a clean snuffer bottle because at this point, it's looking like that's what we're going to have to do, is just kind of carefully pan it down and snuffer as much of that sweet shiny candy up. Wow. I'm still going to say 1/4 of a gram. There's a bit in there though. So, after spinning the pan 3 or 4 different times, and probably was a piece of micro or 2 left that got added back in the cons bucket, there is the shiny shot, if you will. I would say that's pretty much clean. So let's get dried, get it weighed out. I'm still thinking 1/4 gram, maybe 0.22. Get that last little, there it is. How much is that?
1/4 gram.
What did I say it was going to be?
I don't think that's what you said.
That is what I said. It's on video. We'll go back and prove it. 1/4 gram. Alright, so for testing out a clean out sluice, that we spent maybe 2 or 3 hours doing some crevicing and testing a new spot on 1/4 gram of gold. At today's price being $55.70 a gram gold, US dollars. Oh, 21 grams, wouldn't that have been nice? Alright, 0.25. Figure it out, Kevin. Go. Go. Ah, geez. Calculating. $13.94. So about an hour's worth of wages. Fun. So we definitely got a couple things to dial in and figure out with this, but I like it way faster, way better than I do like the blue bowl. It was way faster, easier, and it just concentrated things down nice and easy for us. Come up with 1/4 gram of gold, not bad for just a few hours doing some test crevicing. I think that's going to do it for us today, though. Big thanks to all our subscribers. We appreciate you guys. As always, get that shiny.